What's going on, fellas? What's going on? Okay, so I went back and I did a replay. Every time I do a stream, I go back and I do a replay to see if I have my audio quality the same way I had it when I had StreamYard and the other software, EVMax. So if you are listening and it's not great, I'm not going to be offended if you let me know, because that's the only way I can fine tune it. The last streaming volume was too low. The gain that I add in OBS on the Shure mics, I think they screw up the sound when you add too much gain. So I've gone back to the condenser, because with the condenser, I don't need to add that much gain. I only have 1 dB set on this one, and if I need to crank it up, I can always adjust it. So please let me know. You are the listener, you are the consumer of the content. So if it's not up to standard, please let me know. You're not going to be offending me, because this is a new software. My goal is to get it right. Okay, so please help me out with what it sounds like. If it's too loud, if it's too boxy, if it has too much sibilance, or if there's too much echoes, let me know. Your feedback really helps the show. But let's get to today's show. It's gonna be little and brief. I got this sent to me about what's going on with this young man, and it brought my mind back to some of the content that I've done in the past. You know, I'm not a hater. I don't hate Auston Holleman. I just think he's a dummy. Okay, I can't hate somebody that I think is a dummy. Emeka is saying, if I plan on doing any panels with Afridamus, yes, I will reach out to him. I think he doesn't know that we switch over to this side. So I will get in touch with Afridamus, and hopefully I can bring him on, because, man, Afridamus is the best. He is one of the best in this business. Okay. There's a few more what do you call it? I don't know. There's a few more things that I'm gonna put up on the stream side of this that I haven't been able to get to. But you have to understand, we did a whole migration from one YouTube channel to the next, so it's gonna take a little bit of time to get our guys to come over. It's gonna take a little bit of time to get our software to work the right way. It's also gonna take a little bit of time to get our quality back to what it was. So please be patient with me. I'm very cautious. I'm very aware. I'm trying my best. Okay. You got to understand also that this is a low production. This is a low production, low cost YouTube setup. Okay. And the reason this is low production, low cost is then you don't have to be obligated to give us super chats. You don't have to be obligated to watch the videos. Just do it whenever you feel like doing it. Watch it when you feel like watching it. Come here, chill out. This is your home. Okay. And knowing that it doesn't cost me anything to give you the service also helps you, right? Because then you're like, oh, I got to help the show. No, you don't have to. This is free. Okay. OBS is a free software. All right. So allow me the time to try to get the service, the outcomes to the best, and then things will work out good for us. Fosu is asking, what happened? Why did I swap over channels? Analytics. So I was studying my analytics. Please get the likes up. Help me out here. I was doing my analytics, and what I learned from studying YouTube analytics is that the YouTube algorithm compositions channels based on the type of channel it is. So if you are a shorts channel, YouTube prioritizes your videos in a short column. The algorithm just picks your videos and labels your channel a short channel like a TikTok, because YouTube is trying to do TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, all of it. So they want to try to categorize these channels. So what you've realized, you can go back and watch this, but I did a lot of learning on this. If you go to watch a shorts channel, they can get 1 million views on a short, but if they do a long form video, they don't get any views, right? Same with the long form content. If you watch all the big creators, when they do long form, they do no or very little shorts. They don't even do shorts at all, and they don't live stream. So what I did to my YouTube channel is, my old channel, it was always a long form content channel. Then I made it a live stream channel. And when I made it a live stream channel, it made the algorithm with two. After 90 days, the YouTube algorithm is just going to say, okay, this guy is now a live stream channel. So all my long form videos were not doing well. They were not getting, how do you know a video does well? It's not based on the views, it's based on the impressions. The impressions is how many people YouTube send your videos to. Most of my previous long form content on the other channel would not get more than 10,000 impressions. So I decided to do content suicide. I lost some subscribers, which is fine. I decided to do content suicide. You better do it now at 8,000 subs than do it when you have 100,000 or 50,000. That's gonna be very difficult to do. So I decided to use my old YouTube account, this one that I've had for a long time, and train the algorithm to make this a live stream channel. So this channel is strictly live streaming. Occasionally I'll post clips of the live stream, but the goal is not intended to do anything. I don't care about the views on the clips. So this is now a dedicated live stream channel. The old channel is now a long form reaction channel, right? And I changed up the content a little bit because I was trying to eliminate the guys that come on there and just misbehave. They make our life difficult. They don't contribute to the show, and they are destructive. Okay, so that's what I did. It's purely analytical. This is good, and so far it's working. It's really working. I think maybe tomorrow, so that we don't disrupt the show, tomorrow I can do an analytical breakdown of the amount of impressions I'm getting on the old channel and the amount of views I'm getting on the new channel with just the streaming content, live streaming. So this is a dedicated live stream channel, and I think it's working out better than I anticipated. It's good. It's good for us because if you come here, you know you're gonna be live streaming. This is our live stream home. Okay, this is our live stream home. Occasionally I'll post some clips if I have the time. It's working pretty well. It's working much better than I initially anticipated. But anyway, let's get to the topic, guys. I don't hate these guys. You know, they use words like Nana is a hater. Nana hates the passport bros. I hate when people make bad decisions. So this was mostly my call to action so that young men and women, what's good, Yabas? Long time, I haven't seen you in a long time. I did this to prevent the next young man from being an Auston holleman because I'm older than him. I'm well traveled than him, and I could see where he was going. Okay, I could see that this young man, I think he's a good guy. I don't know him. I will talk to Auston. You know, I think he's a good guy. I'll talk to him. I'll give him guidance. I will help him, right? But I also make videos about his L's. So if I hate somebody, I won't talk to him. I will talk to O'Shea Duke Jackson off camera. He thinks talking to me on camera means that I will get views or I'll get attention. No, I'll do it off camera. I'll talk to him off camera. I don't care. As long as they learn and it helps them. You know, my goal is that I think everybody can be helped, right? So even Auston can be helped. But this thing drew my attention. So this brother, today I'm in a good mood. Okay, so I'm gonna call them brother. Nana is in a good mood today, so I'm gonna call these guys brother. So this brother here has about 158,000 subscribers. It doesn't matter, it's YouTube. It's a lot, but that's a lot of human beings. It's a lot of human beings. Okay. He live streams literally every day. He also has membership. Okay, as you can see here, these are people that pay a monthly subscription to help him and his content. That's good. You got to think about this. If you got 4 people, I don't know what membership costs. What does membership cost? $10? If you got 4 people paying $10, that's $40 a month. Okay. And if you got 100 people, that's 400. Paying $10. Isn't that $4,000? Yeah, that's $4,000. If you got 100 people paying $10, paying what? What are they paying? $10. If they're paying $10, that's $1,000 right there. Okay, so these memberships can help these channels. It's a lot of money. Okay, I don't know how many members he has. Is there a way to tell? I can't tell. Okay, or you can set the price as little as $1. Oh, thanks for letting me know that. I didn't know that. So I know some people have tiers. You got tiers. I think $10 is too much for a membership, but typically if it's even $4.99, $5, you can make about $500-$600 a month just from the members. So it's good money, right? People helping your YouTube channel, whatever the value is. Okay, you had membership once for $2, so that's the thing. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it because, one, I think if you have any value to offer people publicly, then you should just do it for free. That is the view that I take. Okay, that's the view that I take. It doesn't mean that I knock the people that do it. These guys, this is their job. Okay, this is their job. Me doing membership is greed because I have a job. Salute to you, Oshay Duke Jackson assistant. I mean, hey, your boss was here yesterday. Oshay was here yesterday. Oshay came around yesterday. I can't do membership. I cannot do that to you guys. I don't want to do it. I told you almost 8 months ago. I said I'm not going to do it. And I've kept my promise and I kept my word. I don't want to do it. I'll give you everything that I have to give members for free. I'll put it up on a community tab. I'll come up with activities that can help you. And once in a while, I'll spit some gems and some secrets in my live streams. That's all I care about. Not everybody will do it, but I should not. This is a $0 production. Everything else is paid for. Thanks to the guys who used to watch our videos when we started, all these things are already paid for. Okay, all of you, thank you, right? All the guys that watch these videos, all the guys that give us super chats, the lights are paid for, the phones in the back are paid for the sound, the microphones being paid for many decades, the camera is paid for. You guys have watched enough for everything to be paid for. So your views is all I need. I don't need you to put money out of your pocket. Okay, don't do that. It's not important because now we're doing it for free. But see, vagina is sweet. All right, it's sweet. We call it in Africa, most countries in West Africa, we call it toto. So toto is sweet. All right. It's sweet, but toto can also make you do very horrible things. It can make you do bad things. And as a man, when you're growing up, there's a stage of life where you have to indulge in totalism. Okay? You have to indulge in it. And then you have to fade yourself away from it. When you get to a certain age, you start taking life more seriously. You start being a little bit more responsible with your life. Okay, maybe you start putting out some dependents. You start having some children. You might find a pretty good looking black woman that you want to marry and build a family with. That might be the next step. Okay, everybody's different. But this constant desire to travel all over the damn place, spend all this money buying air tickets, sleeping in hotels and Airbnbs, just to get some ass, and you're not even talking to regular nice looking girls. You're going to brothels. There's some good brothels here, There's some good brothels here. I can trust that at least the American prostitutes will take some good showers. I know that for a fact because the water flows here. There's hot water, okay? So I think if you really want to trick, this is like the good spot to trick, right? The only reason that you get overseas it's because it's cheaper. It's cheaper. But even if you have to do that, why do you have to put it on why do you have to film it? Why do you have to show it to the rest of the world? When I started going after these guys, they used to call me goofy, lame. He doesn't know what he's doing. This African, this. I'm not saying this to brag, fellas, but I have single-handedly taken down the Passport Bro movement. I've destroyed them. I have destroyed the Passport Bros. I destroyed all of them. I got them kicked out of YouTube. And I did it with very little effort. Okay? I did it with very little effort. I have systematically taken them down one by one. When I punch them, BMT, all these guys, whenever I punch them, they don't punch back. Because they had never seen anything like this. They had never anticipated anything like this. Heck, I have even put O'Shea Duke Jackson down. His numbers are down too. He's worried about me. That's why he keep coming here. He's followed us now to this live stream. There's a reason why. I don't like to brag, but I know what I'm doing. I know. I used to tell y'all 6 months ago that I know exactly what I'm doing and I know the guys that I'm dealing with. And I have systematically taken down the Passport Bro movement. One man. I have come out of nowhere. Nobody knew me. And I have systematically taken them down. All of them have changed their content. KG is no longer on YouTube. He's giving up his YouTube channel. Okay? We can double check. Oh, I got to do better with how I set this up. And if we go to YouTube and we look for Kid Greatness, this is Kid Greatness. This guy built almost 40,000 subscribers. Almost 40,000 subscribers. That's numbers that even I could dream of. I don't have 40,000 subscribers. He even has memberships. People are members. Look at him. You see right here. He's got members. This is pretty much a very healthy YouTube channel. He was very, very consistent. Okay. Look at this now. He hasn't posted a video in 2 months. And he stopped posting videos after I did a live stream on him. I took him down. He may come back to YouTube. He is on YouTube, but he's doing something else. He's giving this up. He's giving up a content. Look at the content. Every thumbnail had a woman in it. If it didn't have a woman, it had Auston Holleman. Each thumbnail had a woman in it. Doing degenerate bullshit all over the globe. I took him down. One live stream got him out of here. Their boss, what is his name? BMT. He tried to prove tough boy on me one day. I went back and forth with him. He even reached out to me. He wanted to talk to me. He sent me an email to have a one-on-one dialogue with me. I was going to do it, and then I took it back because I realized he was full of shit. So even their president wanted to talk to me. Why did he want to talk to me? Because he understood that they were dealing with something they've never dealt with before. So I took down this Passport Bro movement. All of them have gone into hiding like roaches. Even when they make videos, they try to make the videos look very professional. They don't want people to see those activities. Giamo Jackson, I took him down. Where is Giamo Jackson? He's gone. If you look for Giamo, he's not here. Giamo Jackson Carter. I did this thing myself. I took down Giamo. See, all these guys did videos. Giamo Jackson Carter deleted by YouTube. None of them gave me credit for it. But they knew that I did this shit. I took all these guys down systematically. I broke them down one after the other. Okay? All I needed was violations. Auston was very slick because he didn't have much of a violation because Auston Holleman had changed a lot of his content. He had changed a lot of his content, you know? But the big guns that were doing the most ridiculous shit, I took them down. And I know there's a lot more people out there that I don't know, like blow through all these other guys that I don't know. I'll get to them. Skylar DeRoy, I got him the hell out of here. I got this dude out of here. I got him out of here. So one man with small following, I decided to systematically take these guys down. Got them out of here. With some help, with some support. Jay Rello with Kobe. Got him out of here. You can go do it on Rumble. You ain't doing it on YouTube. Got these motherfuckers out of here. So one man systematically took them down. And before the year ends, send me the names. Keep helping me out with who these people are. Because I don't know these people. Eventually, I'm going to get them the fuck out of these social media spaces. Why? YouTube was the way they made money. So I knew that if I took their money away from them, the activities were going to stop. So I was thinking ahead of them. I was 6 months ahead of them. I said that I was going to go after the thing that funds their bullshit. And eventually, I got them the fuck out of here. I'm going to try and get some more of them off. It's not easy, but I'm doing it. It's one man. Sometimes I get a little bit of help. You know, I got a good army of guys that are very savvy, that know how to navigate these things. And eventually, we're going to get all these idiots out of the internet. But maybe we don't have to. Fellas, maybe we don't have to. Why do I say that? Look at this shit right here. You got a dude that is almost encroaching 200,000 subs, 160,000 subs. And when he does videos, he can barely, in 9 days, he can barely break 6,000. This dude has almost 160,000 eyes that are subscribed that will get a notification when he posts a video. 9 days ago, I'm starting to like Sri Lanka. 5,900 views. That's like my views. That is hugely underperforming. And let me tell you one thing too. If you do a video about Sri Lanka, YouTube's algorithm will send it to people that are interested in Sri Lanka first. Your subs first, and then people that are interested in Sri Lanka. So you're going to realize that most of the people that viewed this video are from Sri Lanka and Southeast Asia. If you know a thing about YouTube monetization, people that watch these videos from those locations, the CPM and the RPM, the rate, you know, the amount of money YouTube pay per 1,000 views is very low compared to the views in the US. So you find out a video like this, 6,000 views in 9 days, he will make $20, $10, $20. That's not enough to live. You know, that's not enough to live an expat lifestyle. It's not. And these people have bad habits. They don't know how to invest money. They didn't do any work formally in the US. So during COVID, post-COVID, when they were traveling and the passport board trend became a thing, people were entertained by this. People were giving them money. They were seeing beautiful women in Colombia, in Panama, and all these places. It was intriguing. We're all bored. We're looking at it. We're like, oh yeah, you can go over here and get this nice, beautiful woman. But what they didn't tell us was that these women were prostitutes. So people thought, hey, I can be the most junkiest person in America, and I can go to Panama and get me the most beautiful girl over there in Panama for just a nice date, just dinner. But they were not telling us that they were actually paying for bucks. Okay, that's what they were doing. They were paying for bucks. Well, now that the bullshit and everything got unveiled, people are starting to tune out because nobody wants to be associated with this. So you see, he's barely struggling to get 10% of his audience to view his videos, which means his channel is making, if I go to Social Blade, it's not very accurate, but I can go to Social Blade. Is it Social Blade right here? I have Social Blade, and it'll give us an idea how this holleman. This is him right here. If you go to Social Blade, these are the channel earnings. He used to say that he made $5,000 a month. Okay. Auston has gained 0 subscribers. This is net, like the guys that join and the guys that leave. He has gained 0 subs in the last 30 days. Salute to you, Kobe. This man has gained 0. Guys, come on, even Nana, this channel that we just started, that I didn't ask anybody to subscribe. I don't tell you guys to subscribe. I don't say anything about joining the channel. I don't do any thumbnails on this shit. I just did a screenshot of this shit. Okay, we've been on this channel. This is our 8th live stream on this channel. If I go to my YouTube analytics, okay, if I go to my YouTube analytics, and we just started streaming this month, okay, I told you to come here in February. In February, 55 of you guys came here. It's right there. Is that a video? No, I'm showing you a different thing. Let's go back. 55 of you guys came here last month when I told you to come over. But when I started posting videos in March, which is only 6-7 videos in, we've gained 35 subscribers. 35 people have been here. Despite being very mean to people, I've been very mean on this channel. Okay, I've been telling people to not subscribe. So even my small channel has gained 35 subscribers in the last 6 days. This channel you're watching me on, okay, Auston Holleman has 0 subscribers in the last 30 days. 0. He's making $223 on the low end to $3,600 a month on the high end. So we always want to take the median. If you take the median, it's right about $3,000 a month. You might think, oh, that's a lot of money. But if you look at this relatively, that is only $56,000 a year. Okay, at the high end, if he gets everything. This includes membership. These numbers does include membership. It doesn't include the cash apps and the thing. That's why he keeps saying hit the cash app. Okay, that's why he says hit the cash app. Hit the cash app. Hit the cash app. Most of his videos are getting anywhere from $5 to $85 to $71. If he's very lucky, 1 or 2 videos will hit. He gets about $139. This is, if you have good habits, you can still live overseas with this. But fellas, let's get the likes up. If you're making $56,000 with such a big YouTube channel, living overseas where you're paying, his channel requires him to buy air tickets and travel. So if you add hotel rooms, Airbnbs, travel, and now he has to do those Airbnbs through his friends. he has to do Airbnb through his friends because me and Kobe got his shit down. He can't get Airbnb. So he's got to do Airbnb through friends. I'm going to try and find those friends. He's going to be homeless in foreign countries with his bullshit. $56,000 a year. That's not a lot of money, bro. You know, if I break this down as a full-time salary, this is pretty much in line with the median income, household income in the United States, divided by 2080. That's about a job 40 hours a week, $26 an hour, working 40 hours a week. But this is if he makes the high end of it, the yearly, all of it, if he gets the highest end. Remember, the high end is what you really don't get. You get somewhere in the middle, okay? So he's making $26 an hour, but he has to pay for hotel bills, flights, okay? He's in Sri Lanka. A flight from Nairobi to Sri Lanka is about $1,000, $1,200. So if you put all these things together, let's just be realistic, okay? This is poverty. This is poverty because you have to give your subscribers something for them to keep watching. So travel content means that you have to consistently travel to different destinations. And each trip costs you money. And this is his only life like earnings. So this one and then the stupid courses that he sells from using ChatGPT to tell me, an African, or Kobe, a Kenyan, about Kenya. Okay? This man is telling Kenyans about Kenya after he's been there for 3 months. Okay? And there are people that are calling in and consulting. Fellas, if you want to know anything about Africa, you got an African here. You can just send me an email. I'll find some time to talk to you. It's free. You know, it's not going to cost you anything. Okay, I might even connect you with the real guys that can help you achieve what you're trying to achieve without all this bullshit of paying money to all these guys. I've always said, you know, I don't hate O'Shea, you know, but if O'Shea Duke Jackson knew me 6 months before he went to Africa, he would have had a different outcome. He would have had a different relationship with the Africans. But you don't move to Africa if you've never been friends with an African in the US. Don't do that. That means you are never really interested in the Africans. Because the black man, the white woman, the black man, the Asians, the people that are interested in Africa and its people, they will make African friends in the West. You know what I'm saying? They will make African friends in the West. Those African friends will connect them to family when they make that ultimate decision to visit. It is usually a much better way to get your welcome and introduction to Africa. It's much better. It removes the scams. But O'Shea didn't deal with guys like me or Kobe or the guys that live here in the West. They thought they would go over there and find the real guys to work with. It doesn't work that way. You have to deal with people that are at parity with you when it comes to money. So you're going from America with a lot of money to Africa. Everybody you're talking to has less than you and they're broke. Of course, they're going to take advantage of you. But if I'm dealing with O'Shea before he moves to Africa, I don't need his money. Well, he may help me with the content, which is like, hey, come on my live stream or come do something, right? Which is like a little push that you would get. That's okay. But at least I won't be taking money out of his pocket. I won't be lying to him. I won't be stealing from him because I make my own money. So you have to work with these things at parity. It's the same thing. It's like me coming to the US and going to the hood and getting somebody in the hood to teach me about America. It's not going to work out. That is what these people are doing. They're going to Africa and they're dealing with our hood people. And they're saying that we Africans are horrible people, even though they're dealing with our very low class citizens. Okay. So this is how much money Auston is making. If you're at the high end, you know, Social Blade is not accurate, but it's not off. What do I mean by it's not off? It has a bit of sample size. So let's go to the Nana Kweku channels, right? Because I can tell you if it's true or not. So this is Nana Kweku right here. Okay. Social Blade Social Blade says that I make $4 to $70 a month on the main channel. Okay. Is this accurate? Yes and no. So there are some months all of last year that I was doing about $45 a month. Then I had a big month in December and January when the Floyd Waters case came up. So I went up to $400, $390 and $370 for those 2 months. Then I came back down to my normal earnings, which is about $70 a month. So this is off by a little. It's not too off. It is off by a little. So in that same regard, Auston is probably doing about $60,000 a month on membership and in AdSense. Okay, that is true. So it is off a little bit, but it is true. Then because you guys have seen my real numbers, so you know what I'm saying. It is really kind of right there. Okay, but clearly they're losing money. They're losing views. Now this is a channel. 5,900, 5,000, 6,400. Mind you, these videos have been up for 2 weeks. And if you go to the live tab where he uses a lot of bots to get some views, he had an 8.5 hour stream yesterday. This brother was on, he worked a full shift. 100, I don't know how many super chats he got, but he worked a full shift, 8 hours and 21 minutes live yesterday. And he got 13,000. So 13,000 in terms of dollars, that's about $30 to $40 if all these views are not bought. It'll settle by tomorrow. You know the real number. But look at these videos. I'm back in the game. So what is the game? He's back traveling. It's going to cost him more money. Cutting my hair in Sri Lanka. That's boring content. Let's just be honest, my brothers. This is boring content. I am cutting hair in Sri Lanka. That's horrible. Nobody should be watching this for content. This is not entertainment, okay? At this point, the only people that are watching are people that are just indoctrinated and they're fighting. It's like military people. They're fighting to hold the line. They're just trying to make sure the ship doesn't sink all the way. Title, Auston Holleman is live. 1,200 views. So 2 days ago, he went live 4 times. This man went live 4 times 2 days ago. Let me blow this up. He went live 4 times 2 days ago. Okay. Israel is moving to Kenya. Stupid topics. Israel is moving to Kenya twice. 3 hours, 2 hours, 55 minutes, 1 hour. This man is grinding so hard on YouTube. He's on YouTube every day, multiple hours a day. Because the money is drying up. 4 videos. Shout out to you, Raw Stack. I see you, bro. This guy is going online 4 times in a single day to get some super chats and to get some views. And the views are not viewing, 1.2K. That's like my views on the other channel if I live stream. And I'm a very small channel, 8,000, of which 2,000 of them don't watch my shit because there were data guys that were doing programming things with me 5 years ago. They probably think I'm crazy now that I talk about these things, right? These are people that don't understand what these guys, they don't know these guys. So they won't click and watch them, okay? But this is what is 4 videos just yesterday, live streaming, not add the full videos to it. That's a lot, okay? 5 days ago, 4 videos. Like this guy is sitting and living on YouTube and the topics and the thumbnails and the titles are boring. It's just his face. For a guy this young, he was over there talking about how I look. I'm 42 years old. You got this dude, young FBA man that goes to the gym. Nana doesn't work out for shit. I'm not proud to say that though. You guys need to help me with that. You all need to help me with that because I know you guys are good at that. I help you with my stuff, so I think you guys should help me with the workout stuff. Get me some muscles, fellas. Please help your brother out. Come up with some program. I will follow your program. Help the brother out, man. I know some of you are former military. I know some of you know how to, I do well on the diet. I don't eat junk, but I could use about 10 pounds of muscles. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We did the push up. We did it for the month. It was a monthly thing. We did it for the month. We're just going through something for the month, but that's not enough to to keep you going. You gotta give me something for my legs, because your brother is growing old. Salute to you, Gustavo. Your brother is growing old. So if I give you value, you give me value. You'll help me with the things that you're good at, because I know you guys are good at something. This is the beauty of this. It's not a one-way relationship. I know you guys, some of you are good at stuff. Some of you make even more money than I do. So don't be just takers. When you come in the comment section, be givers too. Give me something, okay? Give me something that can help me, all right? Hook a brother up. Because this is what we do here. This is a family, okay? I give you value, you give me value, okay? In this case, hi, baby Zara. In this case, you give me value not out of your pocket, okay? You give me value just by sharing some things that work for you. Help me out. Help a brother out, all right? But this is very sad, This is very sad. Sometimes when I look at these and I look at young men like that, I wish I knew them personally. I wish I could guide them to something. I wish I could give them a set of things they can do to kind of turn it around. Because Auston is salvageable. You can salvage Auston. Auston is salvageable. Some people are lost, but I think Auston is salvageable. I think he's had enough of international to the point where he's starting to see that vagina is good temporarily. It's a temporary fix. Okay. Toto is a temporary fix, and if you are the type of guy, if you're like as old as me, that is not out here trying to set any records, some of us, all we need is 5 minutes. We're good to go, bro. So we don't need to go all over the globe if all we can do is 5 minutes. Why should I get on a plane for $2,000 just to do a 5-minute performance? Because that's all I got. I ain't got more than that. You know what I'm saying? I got 5. That's it. I got 5. Any more than that, you have to chemically induce. You got to throw in some blue pills, some mega performing enhancers to get your boy going beyond that. Yeah, honey pack, blue pill, whatever the names. Nowadays they got all kinds of names. In Africa, those bitters. Gustava is a Ghanaian. In Ghana we have those bitters. You put you put liquor with some herbs. Take a couple of shots and yeah. So occasionally, some of us, we are at that age where we are not trying to set records. So I'm not going to spend my money. I'm cheap, bro. I don't say that proudly. But I always want to turn on my cheap dial because it helps out. These people spend money like crazy. I look at them, I was like, how much money do you have to be You're making literally median earning income. And you're on flights all the time. You're sleeping in hotel rooms all the time. Casa Precubitus, there you go. That's a good one. Alomo is good too. Right? These guys are making median income. And they're traveling the world as if they got some money. Which brings me to my point. My dad always used to say, you have to respect money. Okay, I kid you not. This was one of my dad's pet peeves. And my dad was a pretty wealthy man. He always used to tell us, you have to respect money. These people don't respect money. So money is telling them that when they gave them a little bit, they didn't respect it. When you don't respect money, this is what happens to you. So whatever small coins you are getting, you got to pay for what is important. You got to put some money on the side. You can always save something, bro. You can always save something. I don't care if it's 20 pennies. You can always save something. These people don't save. Auston Holleman eats more steak than me. This puppy eats more steak than me, a career professional in North America. This man eats more steak in a week than I eat in a year. Mr. Nate? Mr. Nate? Can you please close my door? Please? Zara, open it. Just close it so I don't disturb you. Thank you, sir. You know, this puppy eats more steak than me. And I'm actually working. These people don't work. He wakes up in the morning, car shops, cigar, chilling. You know, I don't envy that. You know, I don't envy it. Because that's what they're always going, oh, my haters hate me. No, I don't, fellas. I don't. You know, I don't. I don't. Like, I looked at this, I'm like, you stole from people. You know, like when these are scammers, okay? These are scammers. For my Africans in the chat, when we were growing up in Africa, there used to be some guys that when you take public buses or public transport, they'll hop on and try to make a sale. Okay? I don't know if it's still around in Africa, but I've never taken public transport ever since I moved to the West, and even when I go back home, I've never taken public transport, so I don't know if it's still existent. Oh, I did. Remember when I did a live stream and I got stuck, my car broke down, I took a little bus that day. But that was in Zambia. But in Ghana, when you take public transport, there are people that sell local things that will jump on and sell you one pill. Okay, fellas. They'll sell you one pill, and that pill can fix your gout. That pill can make you strong in bed. That one pill, okay? That pill will help you from not getting HIV. That one pill will prevent you from getting cocoa, which is piles, gonorrhea. So these Africans had a kill pill that solved all the medical problems in the world. They were geniuses. And they will have a quick 1-minute sales pitch. And what I watch in the car, and my friend Danso is in the chat. He's Ghanaian. Everything I'm telling you is true, man. These guys will tell you that one pill can fix all your problems. Scars on your face, every disease you have, small dick, it'll give you a big dick. My sound is cracking. Okay, got to turn it down a little bit. Let me know how it's doing. Thanks for letting me know. Turning it down. I guess I'm too loud. I'm too close, too loud. How is it now? Is it good? Please let me know. So these guys, they will sell you all the things you need. And they'll give you one pill. Okay. Oh, I'm peaking. All right. Let me go down to... I turn it down. Okay. All right, cool. Thanks for letting me know, brother. So this is my spot right there. Thanks for letting me know. So these guys, they will sell you one pill. That pill will fix all your problems. Everything you have, one pill. And then after he makes his 1-minute pitch, everybody will start buying. I'm like, really? People are buying? So you mean to tell me the guy sitting in the car, they all have this disease? So you have to have that disease first, and you have to believe that one pill will fix your problem. And before he leaves that car and before that car takes off to go to the next city, he would have sold all his stockpile in 2 minutes. 1 minute for the pitch, 1 minute for the sale. And if you notice, they will have change for everybody. They will have change, like because they came prepared. They'll have change for everybody. All right? And people will buy it. He will even tell you there's a word in Ghanaian language called adansie. Midi adansie. That means that you have so please help me. What does that mean? What does that translate mean? A witness. They have witnesses that will tell you how good the medication has been and what is done for them. So people will just buy. And these people will just take off. The bars will take off and leave. Okay? But if you've come close to anybody that has bought one of these medications, it never fixes any problem. If you're not even careful, that medication will put you in hospital. Okay? That medication will put you in hospital. This is what these passport broke creators did. They tell all these guys the very nice things they need to hear about foreign countries. They are scammers. They scam you to believe that going overseas is this beautiful retirement style life, even when you've never worked a day in your life. Because the target audience is young black men. What is a 28-year-old doing traveling around the world as if he's a former military person? This is not a job for you. I understand you. If you went on vacation and you got some ass, I got no problems with any man that travels on holiday for 1 week. They were chilling out on a holiday and they got a little bit of ass on the side. Come on. You got some booty for the trip. Oh, good for you. But you should not think that it can be a lifestyle. That's the difference. I'm not against a guy that went on holiday and some chick didn't watch her ass and just put it out there and you took advantage of it. Get some ass. Good for you. Help that prostate. That's what you're supposed to do. You're a man. Get that booty. Okay, get that booty, come home and know that it was just a one-timer. Get back to work. Okay. Come home and get back to work like the rest of us. But when you uproot your life like this, bro, and you go overseas and you think that you can maintain the constant lifestyle of living in retirement like you're some rich dude, even though you're making minimum wage on YouTube, when the views dry up, life is going to be very scary. So Auston is telling us that he's coming back to America to cut hair. If you quantify the number of watch hours, I don't know if Social Blade will tell me, but if you quantify the number of watch hours that Auston Holleman has created on YouTube, these watch hours can earn you a degree. He could have done a degree in Nairobi. Who says you can do school overseas? Fellas, come on, man. If I am living in Nairobi or in Kampala, I'll spend my evenings as an expat. I'll spend my evening getting some education. Who told you the Africans don't have universities? They're good. My friend teaches at a business school in Lusaka, and they turn out some good business students. You know, in Colombia, I know Barranquilla has a very, very fabulous undergraduate program. If you're an expat, you can go to class. I did a little bit of it. You can go to class in Barranquilla and get some learning. Maybe you can go do Spanish as a foreign language first and maybe learn some other things. So even if I was advising Auston when he was doing this at the peak of it, and he says, hey, I'm going to go settle in Nairobi or Windhoek in Namibia, I'll tell him, bro, while you are here, because sometimes he sounds like a smart dude. I'll say, bro, take an undergraduate class. There's something you must be interested in right now with all the YouTube content and the things that you've covered. Go to the University of Namibia, which is a very beautiful university. It's one of the most desired universities for Zambians. That's why I know about it. You know, if you go to, I think it's called the University of Namibia or Windhoek. It's one of the two. It's in Windhoek University in this school. You know, if you go, that's a beautiful school. You know, let me see if there's a YouTube video on it. These are beautiful schools. So if you are an expat over there, while you're chilling out, you're taking classes, By the time you're done 4 years traveling, you have an undergraduate degree. And then when you come back to the US, you can do some stuff with it. This is UNAM. It's a pretty good school. Why is this thing playing ads?
Thanks for coming in.
I'm on the other channel, that's why. The other channel doesn't have premium, so you guys will have to sit through this. This is a beautiful school. You're sitting out there in Windhoek. You could go over here and take a little undergraduate class in business administration, do some learning here. It's international education, so that's even a flex. You come over here, if you decide to do grad school, you can do it. Or like somebody said, you can start a business, a little restaurant, a coffee shop with all the dollars he made. You get a degree, do two things. Like if you are living an expat life, you can also build. College is not just in the US. College is learning. It's a learning center. So you can always learn something from other places. I went to the Russians and I learned something from them. I went to the Colombians, I learned a little bit of something from them. It doesn't always have to come from a developed country. You can do it from Europe. You can do it from Latin America. You can do it from Asia. The Asians are on the rise. You can do it from Asia. So as part of your expat life, you can be adding some education. You might be able to find an international job in these foreign countries. Why do I know that? My brother-in-law is married to a woman from Finland. And she got her education in Zimbabwe. And she's been working for international organizations in Africa for almost 30 years. So these blacks, when they go overseas, if they knew the game plan and the goal is to not want to live in America, you can do certain things to put yourself in the elite class of those communities by maybe getting an education, filling in some voids. But what do these boys do? When they go over there, they are sleeping with women, they are smoking weed, they are chilling, they are in nightclubs every night. Every time you've wasted, you're never going to get that time back. And they didn't understand me when I came on YouTube and I was making these videos. They didn't know that I was just trying to help them. You can try get some ass on the side, but all you need is 5 minutes for ass, bro. What do you do with the other 23 hours and 55 minutes in a day? You take out your little 6 hours of sleep. You can go to a little college there and take some courses. It's cheap, man. It costs about $1,000 a semester to go to school in these countries. So you could be doing a little bit of school on the side, even though you're an expat. The reason he has to do school is because he's young. Most expats are usually old retirees. So in his case, he could have just gone out there and still be chilling, getting people to pay the money and tell his audience, hey, I'm about to start college here and go to school. And maybe some of them were like, hey, at least Auston is going to school. He's doing something with his life. He's about to settle down with a nice girl. And you might steer some of your degenerate audience onto the right path because a lot of them were living through him. But he didn't do that. He enjoyed it. The audience enjoyed it. And now the unemployment rate is up. Unemployment rate is up. There are no jobs in the US. So the super chats are lower. The cash apps are not coming in. Because me and y'all listening to me, you guys live here. I live here too. The money is tough. I just bought gas today for $4, bro. In Texas, where it's cheaper. So what do you think it costs? A lot of you guys live on the East Coast. I bet you're paying $5 a gallon right now. So everybody is stretched a little bit right now. So I can give Auston $2 knowing that I got to put gas that'll give me at least half a gallon. Half a gallon will give me about 20 miles in my beater, right? So I'm not going to give back that $2 to Auston in a super chat. So there's a lot of people that think like me saying, hey, I used to give you $2, but bro, I can't give you $2 right now. So right now, I'm just going to watch the video when I can. That's what is happening with these guys. I'm just going to give you a little bit of money. Sometimes they'll support your channel from time to time. But times are tough. You got to understand that shit. People are struggling. So they can't just be watching videos and giving you super chats every live stream, because you're live streaming 4 times a day. So that money is drying out, not because they hate your content, it's drying out because the economy is tough. People are losing jobs. People don't have jobs right now. And as a creator, you have to be conscious of that your audience don't have it like that, like they used to. But these fools thought the money is going to keep coming. Salute to you, Sagat. These people, salute to you, Gen Z. Salute to you, Tone. Tone 2139 is in the house. You haven't been here in a while. Tone is, Mensa is in the house. Salute to you, Mensa. Me and Mensa go back and forth from time to time, but, one love, one love. One love. Today, Nana is in a good mood, okay? So FBAs, you guys got a day off today. But that's the real thing. Like, they could have done a good, like, taking advantage of this. The reason they didn't is because they didn't have guidance, and they thought the money was going to keep flowing, and they didn't understand their audience. So when you build a business that is centered around taking money from people directly, soon as the people don't have the money, even if they want to give it to you, it's not going to come. And just viewing the video alone, you got to get 1,000 eyes. You got to get 1,000 eyes watching 5 minutes straight of a video to get $10, bro. If you are lucky. No, $5. $10, you got to get quite a bit to get some money. You guys know I'm very transparent with AdSense. I'll show it to you, right? You got, like, to get even $10 on YouTube, you need at least 2,000 views at a good CPM. That's 2,000 eyes that have to watch that video for at least 5 to 8 minutes. And if I'm struggling to get a job and I'm trying to figure shit out, I may tune in occasionally and watch the video, but I can't watch the video all the time. Salute to you, Elijah Mott, for joining us and subscribing to the channel. Salute to you, bro. Welcome. So sometimes my audience wants to watch. They want to help the channel, but you have to understand they cannot always help the channel. And I saw him really, really upset at his audience because they couldn't give him, he said they couldn't pay the money for him to go to the next destination. So he was upset at the audience. Like, why? Why do you have to be upset at your audience because they didn't give you the money, bro? They've been giving you money for 3 years. And now they don't have jobs. People have lost their jobs. So as a creator, you have to understand that, okay? I had an overhead of $80 for a subscription channel, a subscription live stream thing. I took it away and I went to OBS, and I'm having sound problems. So I keep switching mics, switching plugins, buying different plugins. Eventually I'm going to get it right. And I'm relying on your feedback to tune things down and to fix things. If I get it right, that's free production. I don't need my audience to be scrambling trying to help the channel. You don't have to. Because Nana is giving you this business for free. Jesse is saying what? $80 to $100 for a haircut. I'm never paying. Look at my hair, bro. I'm damn near losing all of I still have hair. I just don't have a hairline. But it's not really going back like that, But at my age, bro, I used to go to a guy in Plano at a black barber shop, but he's a white dude, the lone white dude in the barber shop. And I like how he cuts my hair, but I see that man once a year, bro. I can't keep going and paying $60 for the haircut, and then I have to drive 1 hour to get to him. So I cut it myself when I feel like cutting it up a little bit. I'm not saying you shouldn't look good. I'm not saying, but I'm too old to worry about that stuff right now, I've been past my prime. Like I said, what is the end goal? Like for me, if I'm doing it for women, and let's say I'm not married and I'm doing it for women, even if they give me the nyash, if they give me the nyash, I can only handle it for 5 minutes. It's not worth the expense. because I can't tear it up like that. Some of you are young enough, masculine, you got some stuff going on. I can't tear it up. I can't tear it up like that. For me to be able to tear it up, I got to up the dose a little bit on the blue pill. I got to put it up to maybe 50-ish, 50 megagrams, I got to like really up the dose a little bit. 100 will it'll put me in the ER. 100 will put me in the ER. But 50 will be like borderline, 50 like So once in a while, like, okay, let me hit, or when I'm in Africa, I can get those herbs. Ooh, those African herbs. I can make a whole business out of selling those African herbs. Because, man, those African herbs can go. Shit. Them African herbs will tear some eyes up. But, this is not, I don't hate them. And I hope they watch this and they learn from it. If you want to pursue an expat life as a passport bro that eventually ends into a relationship and a marriage, and you're young, try to grow yourself every year. So if you're doing business, then do business. But if you left and you only had a high school diploma, remember that you can earn a degree while you are there in a foreign country. Don't always think that your degree has to come from America. I'm a prime example of that. I did my undergrad in Russia. Salute to you, KF. I did my undergrad in Russia. When I came to the US for grad school, the schools didn't say, hey, you didn't go to school here, so we're not taking you. No. Actually, they really wanted me, right? Because you have an undergraduate degree. Where do you think all these Indians that I live with went to school? They went to school in Mumbai. They didn't even go to school in the US. A lot of them just have school from Mumbai. So if you are in an English country or you are in a country like in Panama City has a lot of MBA programs in English. You can do a world-class MBA program in English. Dubai has British and American universities that are giving you degrees overseas. You can do that while you're still tricking it up. You're still clapping it up, tricking it up. And you get 2 in 1. By the time you're leaving Africa and you're not making any more money, you're going to come back to the US and you don't have to end up cutting hair. Tariq could be a customer. You're going to end up cutting hair. And no offense to my barbers, my barbers and my blue collar guys. I understand it. But he didn't have to. With this level if I have this type of subscribers, I don't take a paycheck from YouTube, right? I've never taken a paycheck. You guys know that. But if I have this level of subscribers, I will save 100% of my YouTube money. Like, it is just going to be an investment vessel. I will not touch that money. And I've proven that. I've not touched my YouTube money since I started. I'll just put it away and pretend like it's not even there. 50 cents a day, 100 cents, $1, $2 a day. Let it pile up, and then I can go buy some stock or bond or some mutual fund or some index fund and just let it sit. ProShares has a bunch of nice mutual funds that I like. I just go buy some of the nice mutual funds and just watch it grow. And within 3 years, the kind of money he's made, let's go at the high end with the cash apps and everything, $100,000. $300,000 that he made over 3 years. In my case, I would have kept all that $300,000 except for the money that I have to pay out in taxes. I would have no use for that money. So I'll take that $300,000 and I would buy mutual funds and compound on it. That money will be at least $600,000-$700,000 right now. That's how much opportunity these guys lost because they didn't have the guidance, the program, the strategy. They were just living and enjoying life because they're like, hey, I just came up on some money, bro. And you can see the frustration. You guys know people's body languages. Look at him. And we're going to get to one of the videos today before we wrap it up. How long have we been on? Oh, damn. One. Okay, let's do another 15 minutes and then we're going to... Salute to you, KF. Salute to you, Gen Z. Let's do about 15 minutes of this and we'll wrap it up. Because I know y'all have to go to work tomorrow and do some very important things with your life. Okay? We're going to get through one of the videos. Let's see what it's talking about. Because I like to sometimes look at the body language, understand, He said he's back in the game. I want to see what the game is. Does it mean traveling more, spending more money, doing the same shit again? That is something that most people do when they're trying to revive something they've lost. Like, sometimes you won the lottery, you spend all the money. You're like, damn, I should have done this with the money, but because I didn't, let me go back and replay the lottery. In replaying the lottery, I'm going to play a whole lot. And if I win, then I'll make the new changes that I need to do. That's what Auston is trying to do. He's trying to get back to that kind of money that he used to make. Then he can go back and now recalibrate and maybe make better decisions with the money that came in. Also, you got to remember, the money dried out because of the work people like Kobe, me, and the other guys did. After Jirello, after Kid Greatness bullshit, and after Floyd Wallace, a lot of people, especially black men, realized that they can be funding pedos. So they decided not to give their money to shit like this. And I applaud them for doing that. So these guys are no longer giving them money because they don't trust what these people do with the money. That's what is happening to them. Let's watch a little bit.
What's going on? About to go for another walk. I think I need to go buy another pair of shoes. You would be surprised. Again, the quality of shoes you can get out here for $25. Because again, I leave here in a couple days. Another thing, I just spent an extra like $90 on baggage fees because my bag is gonna be overweight
Why is this streaming in 720 resolution?
and coming from Kenya through Dubai back here, they were way more strict than usual on the weight of your bags. And they had me throwing away shit and trying to pay extra fees. So I went ahead and bought like an extra 10 kilograms, which is like 22.
All you need is a good credit card, man. Some of us, we don't buy bags when we travel. You just have a good credit card, bro. All you need is a good credit card, man. Come on, man. Good miles program, good credit card, get all those bags to go.
2 pounds. And then I bought an extra set for my chicken, and I bought an extra like 7 for. But yeah, I'm gonna go buy some shoes. What did I spent time making videos trying to discredit.
No charisma, bro. Look, this is what I've been following a few of his last few videos, bro. This is all he does. He just it's like an IRL, but without structure, without plan. He just fires it up because he needs people to watch so he can get some money. And I'm looking at the thing, bro. I'm looking at the, the live replay. The super chats are not coming in either. I'm not seeing, because it'll tell you if you go back to the live replay, it'll tell you. I'm looking at the live replay. There are no super chats, bro.
In the place that I told y'all to go to, and the pushback that I was getting for saying those things is crazy. I'm like, yo, I'm doing y'all retarded ass dudes a favor by telling y'all this shit. But y'all hate Africa, not all of y'all, but there's a large amount of Black Americans that that hate Africa so much they don't even fucking think about what I'm talking about.
Is it me or the volume sucks? Is it from my end? Am I the only one that hearing it like it sucks? The playback sucks.
Kenyan land, and they about to start building their own shopping malls and zip lines. They went to places like Kenya, and they built their whites only or Indians only zone, or they had a way of blocking out everybody else from coming to their community. Arthur Will says Kenya seems low key safer than Africa. It's not low key safer; it's very much safer. I mean, Kenya's not as safe at all. Like the biggest chance you have it being harmed in Kenya is being hit by a crazy ass driver.
I'll give it to him though. He does really like Africa. I think he's better than O'Shea when it comes to how he treats Africans. So I'll give that to Auston Holleman. I'm not across the board hater. I give people credit when they deserve it. I've watched him, his body language, how he relates to people. I don't like his lifestyle, but I think he genuinely really likes Africa, and he's found something. He's found something about the place, right? So I like that. I like that for him. I think he's better than O'Shea when it comes to what he thinks of Africa. And I have never seen Auston Holleman done a negative video about Africa. He'll talk about some stuff that, a crazy thing that happened, but he's never really expressed that negativity that O'Shea does. So I'll give that to him. Like I said, if somebody does something that is worth commending them for as an African, I always want to acknowledge that, because it's very rare for people to go over there and say good things about us, right? So all these years that he's been there, he's been pretty consistent about how he feels. I'm sure he probably hates the fact that me being African, I've been on his ass, but rightly so, because he didn't go there doing what he's doing now. He had to be forced to change. Okay, this is not something that just happened. He had to be forced to change, but he just never came back and gave us credit for straightening him a little bit, because this guy didn't grow up with his dad, so we have kind of become his dad. The Africans that are watching, we're looking at like, okay,
Thanks for the sub.
Boy, do it this way, do it that way. It's like, we've become a father figure to him. All right, at least that's how I see it. We'll play a little bit of it, wrap this up.
Let me switch the camera. Hitting the gym.
Is Sri Lanka that backwards that they don't have? I know Colombo is a good city. Right? Is it that backwards to where like the internet and the Wi-Fi sucks to where he can't even vlog 720p? That's a horrible vlog. I thought my internet was fucking up.
But yeah, so I bought my extra baggage fees, right? And the extra baggage fee was like $90. $90 plus the fact that if you wait, the website even said if you wait, like the baggage fees rise 80% at the fucking airport. So that's basically they're gonna charge you double the price. So
guys, I've been watching 10 minutes of this video and there is no super chat. Like a whole 10 minutes. The old days when you watch Auston Holleman, there would be cash apps, there would be super chats, like literally like every 10 minutes you see 2 minutes you see 3 or 4 guys, $1.99, $2.99, $9.99, $3.99, $2.99. I'm looking at all these things. There hasn't been any cash apps on the screen. Nothing. People just don't have the money to fund bullshit anymore. There we go. We got our first super chat. When you're going to Vietnam, nephew, $2. Even when it comes in, the money is not that great, bro.
They were gonna try sit somewhere around 40 or 30, like $900. So that's like 150
Trying to see if it'll come on
from Dallas. My bag was overweight, and they told me if I didn't reduce the weight, they were gonna charge me $350 fucking dollars. Now keep in mind the flight was only like $900. So that's like 35%, somewhere around 40 or 35% of the value of the flight. They were gonna charge on top. Airlines are a scam, bro.
A whole big YouTuber complaining about $90 for an extra baggage, bro. The money's not coming in. Send him a super chat tomorrow. Yeah, this is sad, man. This is sad. Because, like, they need it. Like, my channel, you guys know where I stand with this shit. I don't care. But these guys, they really need it. Like, they need it for their software. Because he's on StreamYard. They need it for their data bundles when they're traveling. I got, like, direct internet that I use for work. My employer pays for my internet. And I just switched to AT&T this week. So I saved another $40 when I went to AT&T, which means the allowance my employer gives me for internet will now pay my internet bill 100% for the same bandwidth, right? So you guys are getting really free service from me. You are getting free OBS, free internet and your views have paid for the lights and all the other stuff. We're good, man. We're good. You don't need to put money out of your pocket. But these guys, they need these super chats to get going. How is he going to buy an air ticket if these boys are not giving him any money? The views are, you guys, I showed you the views. The views are not good. So he needs the cash apps and the super chats and the consultations that he sells to go. Fellas, if all these guys that are watching can't give your man $2, you think they're going to call him for $100 consultation? They're not. People just don't have the money. It's just that you got to understand the times you are in. The unemployment rate is going up. Credit card debt is at an all-time high right now. Repos are up. Okay, over 3 million cars have been repoed this year alone. So people just don't have the money. And then gas prices are up 20% over the last 2 weeks. I just bought $4 gas in Texas. I never seen $4 gas in my entire life here in Texas. Over here in Texas, we spend $2 and change on per gallon. So if we're buying $4 in Texas, where we have the oil and the refinery, what do you think the guys in New York are paying or the guys in California are paying? Some of you guys that are watching me, you're on the coast, west and east. I bet you're paying $5, $6, man. Please let me know in the chat how much gas is per gallon for the base gas, the normal one. What do you call the normal one? 87 or 88? The one that has 10% ethanol. How much are you paying for regular gas, not premium? You know, my wife's car does premium only, so I'm sure that I haven't even looked at it. But this is gonna be a scary week, so I'm sure my gas on my wife's car is gonna be like shit $5 right now in Texas. Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Did we get a super chat? I can't see.
You all heard me? You all heard him? He says, "Did we get a super chat? I can't see." That's how much longer he was waiting for a super chat to come in. This is really sad, bro. Like he waited 11 minutes for the first super chat to come in. He acknowledged it real fast because it's so important to him. And he even had to call it out. Like, did we get a super chat? I'll let you guys listen to it one more time.
Did we get a super chat? I can't see.
Soon as the super chat came in, he turned on the other thing for his cash app, the courses, all the guides, the things he needs people to buy. This is just a scam. This is just a money grab. It's low value, no value. And I'm glad that black men, somebody said in the comment section, these dumb ass FBAs. So I don't want to say that, but I'm glad that some blacks have opened up their eyes and saying, hey, shit, we're not going to be paying for shit like this. It's not helpful to them. It's not going to help them grow. These are tough times. You got to start taking your life a little bit more seriously. The times for play is over. We're done playing. Like we need live streams that tell us about jobs and where the opportunities are. And if it's about travel, we need live streams that would tell us legitimately the things we can do to work remotely so we can live overseas peacefully and nice. Not this junk where you're telling people, hey, you got to become a YouTuber to be able to live overseas. No, you can't live off an algorithm, bro. This YouTube algorithm has changed so many times. I'm a tech guy, so I know how this shit works, man. This same channel you're watching me on, I used to get 7,000. A few of my videos were doing 100,000, 180,000, 200,000. I've never seen 10,000 views in 8 months of doing this. It's just the new algorithm is very tough and strict. It's not gonna go. You'd be lucky to get 1,000 views. So how do you just pick up your bags and go live overseas based on an algorithm? It's not gonna work out, man. Damn, Sri Lanka looks like it's down bad, huh? Even Africa looks better than this shit.
What did his super chat say? Because I can't see. I'm not going live on StreamYard again. Not on the phone. Because like this is more of a hassle than it is. The only reason I like going live on StreamYard is because when you go live on the YouTube app, it has a lot of bugs. Like you guys have seen me on YouTube where I'll be recording and just out of nowhere, the viewership will go from 200 to 20 people in like 10 seconds. It'll just randomly it's like there's bugs or something that just fuck up the live.
Yeah, but if you're not stationary and you can't even get the bandwidth to stream, why turn it on? He turned it on because he needed some super chats. He needed the money. This is a very tough life, man. I turned my on tonight for fun. I turn this shit on for fun. I like to hear from you guys. I like to chill out with you guys, man. I turn this shit on for fun. They turned this on because they got to pay some bills with this shit. 587 in LA? Oh my God. This is crazy, man. Yeah, so people don't have, if I got to pay 587 a gallon for gas to get me to work tomorrow, I'm not going to come on YouTube and give you my $5. Not for this shit. See, creators have to do what I'm doing now. They got to get their streaming budgets down to $0 so that they're not dependent on this shit for a living. And I like that YouTube is going this way. It has to be like this so that we can weed out the people that are here to scam and the people that just want to have fun and enjoy content and just talk and spread their opinions and their viewpoints.
No, I said the YouTube app.
This is sad.
Thanks for the super chat anyway, but I can't see shit.
Damn,
Yeah, I think I need to go take a painkiller.
Yeah, Sri Lanka looks like it's
Medicine.
down bad, huh?
Because every country, like if you go to the United States and you're trying to get Claritin, $100 for them to sit there and yeah, like I don't.
So this is a horrible stream. They did a part 2.
Oh yeah, you could go ahead and do
So here he got a super chat from South Africa, about $5, 150 rands. Let's see. Then he went to membership only. Let's see here.
Like, okay, now if we were looking at this and they said, oh, this costs $75 US, what would go through my mind is, oh, this is a luxury restaurant. When you say something like 2,000, now I'm thinking, this motherfucker think I'm stupid. How much you want for that bicycle? $9,000. What makes it a $9,000 bicycle? If you would have said 900, we could have negotiated from there. 9,000. And then my shavers that I debulked.
Oh, somebody gave him a big one here. He got the second attempt helped. Somebody says support, brother. So somebody gave him $100 from the DMV. Because, he still has some diehards that occasionally will help him out because they know that things are tough. So over here, he got $100. Then he got that $5 from the South African guy. The same South African guy, I think it's a black American that is probably currently in South Africa because YouTube does that. It geolocates you and it converts the money. 140 rands. Rands is like the Zambian kwacha. So what is that? 1 rand is like $15. So even about $10. So yeah, he got about $20 there and $100, $120. So this stream was good. The second stream was good. The first one was pretty rough. So he must be in a good mood on this one. I bet he's in a good mood.
That guy, okay. So yeah, that's what I said. When it comes to military and like war history, I do deep research on this shit. I know who you're talking about. I didn't know his name, but I've watched a few videos about him. And if we're talking about the same person when he was about to die or at the end of his life, he said he had a good time fighting in the war. And that's war.
This is a much better stream because he's in a good mood. People, but I haven't seen any new super chats on this one. And the guy is really out there. The number one ruler star, that's the guy that gave him $100. He's very active in the comment section, so that's a good friend of his. Another thing I noticed that he do during the Jirello investigations, I learned that sometimes they give people money to do this just to help motivate the chat. This one was good. On this one here again, he got $20 and then he got 50 rands from the same guy. So the same ruler guy keeps sending money. Okay, so I don't know how to believe this, but not knocking his hustle. And then he got Rich Love Asia, another guy, Passport Bro guy gave him $50. This was a good stream, so he has to be very happy. On this one, it looks like he's made close to $200 on this stream, about 140, 150-ish. Good for him, This one was a good stream. And you can tell from the body language, this is much better than the other ones. But you got to understand this. That's how many? 3 nights, 3 Airbnb nights, Damn, Sri Lanka looks to be pretty much down bad compared to the rest of the Southeast Asian places. Okay. You think this guy's going to cheat on his Namibian girlfriend over there? Why travel to these places if you're not going to show these people some action, right? You got to show them some action. Yeah, he did get quite a bit of money here. Somebody is telling him to join the FBA movement so that he can get money. Auston, my FBA bro, get money supporting the movement. He gave him $4.99. So they're trying to get him to support the movement. Yeah. That's somebody that has lived, that is marrying an African, hoping to marry an African woman. Of course, he cannot join the movement. He's going to end up hating his own wife. And this is another $20. So this stream was a good stream. This stream was a good stream. He got some money. Just on a general side, $180. Get you like a $40 meal. Pay your Airbnb for 2 nights. But this is a sad life, man. And YouTube is gonna take their cut, right? So YouTube is gonna do like 60-40 on the super chats. So really, you're gonna end up with about $80-$90. That's not good, bro. But anyway, y'all have it. We're gonna wrap this up. Damn, 63 people in the house. Y'all don't go to bed. You guys don't go to bed. You got 63 motherfuckers listening to my boring ass. All right, man. Y'all go to sleep. We got to work tomorrow, fellas. We got to work tomorrow. I'll see y'all. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll be back. Let me see. Did I miss any comments or? Yeah. He needs some business. Well, you need. I'm reading your comment here, legacy. Not just business. You need some strategies, man. You need just like your name says, you need strategy. A lot of them don't have strategy. Strategy comes with talking to some grown-ups that have experience, some educated guys that know how to navigate finance, changing some habits. You can't eat steak every day, bro. Like you got to come up with a way to eat for less, and spend less on clothes. Don't buy a bunch of chains, jewelry, clothes, shoes. Just kind of like be a little bit more organized. Look at his bed. He's not organized. He just wakes up. Look at him. Shoes all over the damn place. So he didn't really mature fully. Look at the background. You all can see it, right? He got out of bed, walked all over the city, came back. His bed was not made. You got to make your bed at least, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it starts with the personal things that you need to do, like, your time, how to plan your personal time, how to use up your time right. time management, organizational skills. So things like the basic, cleaning your bathroom, washing your clothes, spreading your bed when you wake up. That little discipline shit that your daddy would have showed you, he doesn't have that, bro. He needs to work on those things first, and then which is very easy. This is a two week fix, right? When you get past that, then you need to start building a network of very knowledgeable people that can help and guide you. And then he needs to read. I think he reads, so that's good. But yeah, he needs to maybe change what he reads and what he's trying to get out of what he reads, and give himself a little bit of time. I think within about a year, he can pretty much, like, he's still young, bro. Like, at this age, when you're this young, you haven't lost it all. Like, you can really reclaim a lot of things, right? If he's my age, he's cooked. But at his age, Austin can just literally leave and come home tomorrow to the US. And within 6 months, he can turn it around. He won't be big on YouTube, but he'll be big in life, right? And I'd rather be big in life than to be big on YouTube. I'd rather be big in life than to be big on YouTube, man. If I was doing YouTube full time with what I got, I won't even be able to pay my light bill. Because it costs me what, $350 a month for just electricity. My channel don't even make that. So like, why would I, so they have to, like, they need some guidance, they need some help. It's entertainment when we come here and we mock them and we laugh at them, but bro, they need they need some guidance. You're watching, like, this is madness, right? We're watching a bunch of kids that have completely no guidance, bro, which is sad. Like, it don't matter how you dissect it. These are just kids with no guidance, and it's entertainment and it's fun and we laugh about it. But if people like this will reach out to me, I will help them. I'll help them. O'Shea, Auston, all these guys that I make videos about and I mock them. If any of them will reach out to me, I will really help them, because it's not all lost, right? It's not all lost. They can reclaim a lot of things. But the way he's going, it's just madness, bro. It's just madness. Like, these are human beings that eat, sleep, shit, fuck, that's it. And you just wake up the next day with no plan. And you just repeat the cycle, bro. That's all it is, man. They're just living. They're living like people in my village. They just go to sleep, wake up, have a bunch of babies, sleep with any chick that walks around, and just keep it moving, man. They're living medieval lives. Yeah, they're living medieval lives, man. It's sad. It's sad, man. It's sad. But anyway, good people, thank you for coming to the show. We will be back tomorrow. And then if there's anything that y'all need me to look at or react to, you have the email address. You can send me that email. I'm behind on emails, man. I mean to catch up. I'm still fighting my taxes. I need to get them done this week. So as soon as I get it done, I'll get caught up with all these emails. This week, we're going to do our first review on your money, on your life. So we'll do a live stream about it. The guys that are reading, I think you should. If you're still waiting for your copy in the mail, we're going to extend this till next month so that we have like a whole, we can make it easier for everybody to catch up. So maybe I might extend this to next month. So that some of you that haven't received your copies in the mail, you can get it, and then you can join us, and then we'll go over it. It's not a big book; you should be able to get through it, but we'll get through it, and then you let me know how you're doing, and if it's starting to change your mindset about how you spend money. That's a book Auston Holleman needs to read, because if he reads this book, his ass will be back in the U.S. tomorrow. It'll tell you that what you're doing right now is bullshit. All right. Anyway, y'all have a great night, and I will see y'all tomorrow.